Good morning, everybody. It's the next morning and I'm still at home. So today we're going to be trading from the house, which is like my favorite. Let's get the day started. We got a clean slate. Clean slate, new day. Y'all probably going to be like, why this girl always got her robe on, but I don't have time to put clothes on right now before I got to hop down on those charts. It's a little bit after 8, so we're about to get downstairs, do our top-down analysis, make a little bit of tea, and get ready to catch some plays. So today is absolutely going to be better than yesterday. We're claiming it. It will be. All right, y'all, we are in front of the computer doing our top-down analysis. Let me make this a little bit smaller. So we can see that the market is looking real bearish, We closed bearish for the last 3 days, and we know that we've been touching all-time highs. So I guess it's time for this. Checking out different time frames. Price seems to still be trending sideways like we were yesterday. It's not what I want, but we're just gonna see what happens. We got a little over 5 minutes until opening bell, so we're not trading before then. We're just seeing what's happening. I like to mark up my daily highs and lows from today as well as yesterday, just as potential areas that price can revisit, and just to show how price is, trending between them. So let me see. Hold on. Let me go back to the 15. So I like to start on the 15. I'm going to just mark this up because we can already see these areas of resistance. And we're marking it up, but we're not trading it. I'm just marking it up just so I can know. I will not be doing that again. Seriously. Okay. Ugh, it looks crooked. Let me try to fix it. Alright. Let me see here. So, honestly, overall bias is looking like I want to be in sales today. Just by the way the daily candles are looking. We've been at all-time highs. I'm thinking price could definitely target a low. Let me go back and see where's the low down here. Price has been before there. So I'm going to mark that up as well. Just so I can see. Price may want to go down there. Yeah. Price may want to go back down there. Not that far down. So we see it already inching down. Let me see. I think this is price action from yesterday. So we're already going back through there. We're still on the 15. I see a supply zone up here. Let me see. I like to bring mine out. That's way too far. Till about 11 o'clock because I shouldn't be taking any trades after that point. So, and then like I said, I like to label mine because I do use zones on the 5 and the 15. So this is the supply zone on the 15. So I put SZ15. We have another one right here. So when you're doing your supply zones, you got to make sure to include the top wick of that bearish candle. And I'm not going to apologize because my baby can scream if he wants to, but that's what y'all are hearing in the background. So he's active. He's up and active. We all are. Scream, baby. Oh. This is actually 15. I'm tripping. Bet. So let me bring it all the way down. My bad, y'all. I'm getting real close because, like I said, trading off the lappy. Oh snap. Okay, 8:28. I don't know. I be getting so excited right before opening bell. I feel like I'm in the rodeo or something, about to like ride a bull. Except I guess I'm riding a bear because we're doing sales today. Okay, so I do enter my trades off the 5. I just like to see what's going on the 15 to kind of get a better picture. You see this sideways motion. That's exactly what I got caught up in yesterday. So I don't want to have to learn that lesson multiple times. We're being patient. I've already gone back and looked at my lessons. So we're doing one trade after a win. We're looking for clean setups only. We're sticking to our bias. We're not switching up. That's what we're saying. That's what we're saying. So we got 1 minute. Think I got all my zones. We do have some minor breaks of structures happening. Let me see here. Like, this is a little zone right here too. And this is the most recent supply zone. You okay, baby? Okay. This is the most recent supply zone. Let me go ahead and just mark this one up. Because minor breaking structures do be hitting, y'all. They do hit. They do hit. You don't want to miss. It doesn't have to be major. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let me go ahead. If I'm going to see what's happening with this. But I will be, that's the other lesson. I will be letting this opening bell candle close before I hop into anything. It's volatile. I can't take that much of a risk right now. Oof. Pushing through that zone. And it invalidated it. Something that I've been like wondering is like, okay, I would consider that invalidated, but I'm kind of trying to see if it doesn't close outside of the zone. Do I want to consider that invalidated or just a wick? I'm not sure yet. As of now, if it wicked outside the zone, I'm not taking it. That's kind of how I've been operating, but I may be trying to, I may switch that. I'm not sure. So we're waiting. We're waiting to see how this is going to close. We got 3 minutes left. Price may be trying to target this supply zone up here. Okay, we see it push through that resistance point. How far? Let's see if you want to keep on pushing up. Check the 15. I'm all sitting up. Going up, going up, going up. And some people, I'm telling you, we don't have no FOMO about watching this go up like that. It's not a part of our strategy to just jump in a trade. So it's going up and it's tapping. We know that we are bearish. Let me see what kind of, we got a, just more than a 50 point zone there, 54. So I like to kind of just trail with my positioning, mark it up like that. So I know if I am going to take an entry, what it's going to look like. I already got my 1-to-1, boom, because I'm taking profit. I'm going home with something on my 1-to-1. Most of the time, if I'm trading, I'm going to close most contracts at the 1-to-1 and leave a runner. But the way price is pushing up, so crazy, because I literally just said, we're not switching our bias. What are we doing right now? I don't know. We're still waiting. We're waiting to see what's happening. Oh, this is so peaceful. Y'all, these are the mornings I want. Just trading at home. My husband's next to me. He's trading. We don't trade the same way, though, I will say. He has a different approach than I do. Still good. Still makes money. That's how you know it's... What was you just doing in there? Yeah, I'm going to keep that part in the video, too. Like a lot. That's crazy work.
They know what I'm doing.
If you know, you know, though.
No, he just said I was in the restroom, so they're probably like, what are you doing?
I don't know. It's cool. All right.
I got a green thumb. Let's just say that.
Yeah, let's just say that. So let me see. We got a demand zone all the way down here. But we're not worried about that because we're supposed to be focusing on sales. So let's see how price wants to close coming out of this supply zone that it just tapped. I will mark up this demand zone though, because price may want to revisit and give it a little tap too. Ugh, it's a little too far from my zone for me. If it can come back up and retest, I may be able to take this. I'm just not sure about it. I don't know what price is doing. See? Look at that. And a part of me was like, look at it. It's turning bearish. Go ahead. Go ahead. Hit off the supply zone. Go ahead. At that point, I would have been booty clenched. Stop playing. And just like that, I would have been out the trade. Bruh. See? That's why we being patient. Because that... I was so... Ugh. I wanted to get in right there. And I'm so glad I didn't. Let's see. Because at this point, we've pushed through this resistance. If we can break this supply zone, I don't know, man. We might be going all the way back up. Okay. And so now at this point, I'm like, it could tap this supply zone and want to reverse, but we have so much volume going to the upside. I doubt it. I doubt it. I don't know. I'm like, man, should I be looking for buys? Look at the way price action is shooting. Look at this. Look at this 15-minute candle. And you see I got my 5-minute demand zone labeled here. This is the 15. It's further up. So y'all might not like this, but this is what I'm about to do. Y'all ain't gotta do it. That's what I do though. Because I know it's a 5. If it taps down, it's in the 15. If it goes further, it's in the 5. I can tell the difference. There's the 5. This is the 15. So I just started using this SMA, I believe. Still getting used to seeing this on my chart. We see how far price is above it. Guessing that means price wants to go up, but it's coming right back down. So we're about to see how that's going to react. It's like, okay, if price comes down and hits off that demand zone, am I gonna take a buy? Is this enough for me to actually be switching my bias? Price is showing that the buyers are in the building. The buyers are in the building. Look at this long wick. This is why we are at a sales bias right now. Because the buyers are here, but I feel like the sellers about to make their entrance. They're coming all the way back down after shooting up like that. So let's see. Yesterday's low down here. If we break through this support, confident that my original bias of sales is where I need to be at. Just waiting, seeing what's going on. Have you seen price bounce off that SMA off the top side? So this is what we were talking about. Yesterday I kept seeing price bounce off this SMA and shoot down. It will come up, tap it, shoot down. Come up, tap it, shoot down. So I was wondering if it would do that from the upside also. We got the tap on that demand zone. Y'all. I'm so interested to see what it's about to do here. Like, I don't know. Let me just see. Let me go mark it up. Just a little mark. Just a little mark. Let me see. It's not a terrible zone, but my bias is supposed to be cells. Man, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. This be the thing that make you a little sad, because it's like, okay, if I would have just got in right there aggressive, boom, it's going to my 1 and 2 already. Could have been in, would have been done. So now we get to sit on the sideline and watch Price push up towards our target. But I told myself I'm not taking any aggressive entries this week anyway. From where I am right now on my account, I really need to be sticking to conservative just to be on the safe side. That's what I want to do. So I wouldn't have been in this trade if I was following my rules because of the bias. And also because right now this is an aggressive entry. But man, you see how fast it hit this 1-to-1. No time. No time. Because there will be other moves. There'll be other moves. Ugh. My husband over here talking about, I caught that move. Like, bruh. It was a good one. But I don't know. I said I was looking for sales. Honestly, prices. You see how it's wicking. Either way, if you took that trade, you would have got a 1-to-1 easy, almost 1-to-2. I don't think it quite got to the 1-to-2. Not quite, but shoot, that's money. So, we still waiting. Checking the 1 minute just to see if there's any zones forming to give me an idea, indicator of what's about to happen. We see we got a small demand zone right here that price is kind of wanting to bounce off of and go up. Y'all see that? That's why we're playing around right here like that. I really feel like my bias could have been neutral today. Just by the way, price has been ping-ponging. I mean, I really could have been neutral. I chose sales though, so I'm doing my best to try to stick to that. Because price is definitely gonna hit that 1-to-2. Still going up off this 1 minute demand zone. And at this point, it's real because I would love to be in this trade. At this point, I would love to be in this trade. Because one thing I do know is that I saw that trade. I easily could have gotten in that trade and made money, but I am sharpening my discipline. That's what this is all about. Like, I felt like, oh, I just want to get in, but I didn't. We're being patient. We're waiting on a setup that matches what we said we were looking for, which is a tap on a supply zone, and we're looking for sales. That's what we're looking for today. We're not taking aggressive entries. That's what I told myself. I mean, of course you could. Bless you, baby. Of course you could. You always can. But I told myself that that's not what I was trying to do. Wasn't trying to assume that much risk this week. So. We're waiting for a play. did want to get in this, I'm not getting it up there. I'm feeling like price wants to break through that support. Like I've been saying. And this is why you gotta I'm feeling like it wants to break through that support. That's just what I need to wait on. That's just what I need to wait on, because I keep seeing these moves happening. Boom. That's what I wanted. I keep seeing these moves happening, and it's like, dang man, I could have made a little money right there. But this is what we're waiting on. Yes. I wanted to go a little bit further down. I would love to see it close below that support. But I'm pretty sure it just invalidated that zone. Did it? Nah, because it should have been down here, honestly. So we're still in the zone, actually. We're still in it. Hit it. So I don't know, it's already getting a little more fun. Because now price is doing what I thought they was gonna do. And it's exciting kind of knowing what's happening and being able to read the market. So I'm ready for it to go ahead and invalidate this zone though, so I can be done with it. I don't want to be playing around the demand zones anymore. We're looking for supply zones. And the way it's looking right here, we about to break on through. Yep. There it is. That's what we want. That's what we're looking for. It's a nice little confirmation. And again, I knew it was going down to break through there, but I'm not in sales. Why? Because I haven't got a tap off of my zone that I'm looking for. These zones up here have already been invalidated heavily, but it bounced off and it came down, and that's fine, whatever. I'm gonna wait for a new zone to form, and I'm gonna take my setup from there. You wanted to? Y'all gotta forgive me. I keep on shifting my legs. This might be my last time being able to film this from the couch. I stuck to the bias. Y'all got to see how shaky it gets. That's how shaky it gets. I was so close to wanting to just switch up my bias, but that's why I made it a rule, because I found myself doing that and it worked for me some days, and some days it's like the better move came with the original bias that I set. That's why you wait. Let me see. We got a little supply zone here on the 1 minute. Price could come up here. I want to see price come up here and tap this and shoot down. I don't mark up these 1 minute supply and demand zones. I just kind of use them just so I can know what's happening on the bigger time frames. But I've never taken a trade off of the 1 minute. I just use it as confluence. right, y'all. So we are on our way to our first appointment of the day. And today was a no trade day. And I was a little perplexed, will you say, about it earlier. Because price just kind of played in my face all day. It was ranging. I picked a bias. First of all, I picked a bias, which was sales, because overall price was bearish, even though it was in a range. So I already had sales in my mind, which moving forward, I'm like, when it's ranging, I think I just want to stay neutral, because I don't want to pigeonhole myself. Obviously, if it's a clean break to the upside, like price is clearly bullish, price is clearly bullish, then obviously I'm looking for buys. If it's clearly bearish, like on the 5-minute time frame, then I need to be looking for sales. But on the daily, it was obviously bearish, but on the smaller time frames, it was ranging. Price was moving sideways. So in situations like that, I just need to remain neutral, because I did miss a couple setups. Not any that I would have honestly taken, because the first setup that I missed was an aggressive entry off a demand zone on the 5-minute time frame, and I said I wasn't doing aggressive entries. And I wasn't doing that. It never came back for me to get a conservative entry. Then the next, and it was a buy. So I was still looking like, okay, I need to just wait for sales. Then price started ranging again, and it was in a support and resistance area. I wasn't gonna hop into any trade, whether it was buy or sell, until it broke through that support or resistance. So I wasn't even looking for like a minor breaker structure or anything in there. I wanted to see it break above that area. And then the play that I wanted all day literally occurred at 11:10. And I said if I didn't see anything forming after 10:30, that I just wasn't gonna trade. And so I think I was tested today a little bit. I was tested because something did happen. A small setup did happen at 10:40. I think I talked about it in the other video. But it was so small, and price was bouncing between a supply zone and a demand zone. And there was no telling which way it was gonna go. And at that point, I'm already past my 10:30 cutoff. This play is not clean. The setup it's formed, but it's not clean. I have no idea. I'm not confident enough to just take it and assume the risk either way. That's not what I was trying to do. That's not what we're working on. So yeah, I didn't take it, even though it did hit a little 1-to-1, but I wasn't trying to be that thirsty to trade. I had already waited all morning. And then, like I said, the next play occurred at 11:10, and it was nice. It went up to a 1-to-3. And I was just like, look at me having to sit here and watch price action move to my would have been target. But I stayed strong. I did not take the trade. And today was a no trade day. And I feel good about that, because no trade days are green days. But I just find it interesting that yesterday was supposed to be my first no trade day, but I ended up trading and it got crazy. And so it kind of felt like God was testing me a little bit, like, yo, did you get it? Did you get the message? Because I easily could have forced a trade today. And I didn't. And it feels good, because I want to get the message. Like I said, I'm not trying to have to keep learning these lessons over and over and over again. And so, yeah, I stuck to my rules when it came to not switching the bias. I stuck to my rules when it came to not trading after 10:30. And I stuck to my rules by not taking anything outside of my strategy. So, yeah, it was a no trade day. And I have no problems with that. I'm ready for tomorrow, because we know we like action. I'm about that action. I want to get in. So I sat on the sidelines, and I ain't used to that. I ain't never rode the bench. So, yeah, never. So yeah, we're gonna see what tomorrow's looking like. But that's it for this video. You guys make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm doing it. I'm pushing out this content. Let's go. Let's run it up together. I want to see y'all stay committed to your rules the same way I'm trying to stay committed. Like I said, we're always holding each other accountable. And that's what it's about. We want to be hot all summer, hot all winter. So let's run it up right now. Stay disciplined and stay tuned.